Essentially we're doing two main things, and that is selling vans and servicing vans. When it comes down to selling a van, we need to make sure that the driver has the very best vehicle for their business needs. So it's about asking the right questions and about probing and getting the correct answers and finding out their core needs. When it comes down to the servicing element, again, a van is a source of profit for any company, and whilst it's off the road and being serviced, it's costing profit and not making profit. So we need to understand that, and we need to do everything that we can to make sure that the van is back on the road earning the company profit rather than costing them profit. So we have very early breakfast club starts where the driver can come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll treat him to a breakfast, gets back in the van at 7 o'clock and he's still got a full day's work. We don't like to have booking slots either, so we don't operate from, say, a 3 to a 4 basis. We might, if it's convenient for the guy to get there at 3:30 and to pick it up again at 4:30, fine, we'll work around that. So we try to be as flexible as possible.
We use the Van Centre. We like to use local businesses. We've got a very good relationship with them. We use them for not only the purchasing of vehicles but also the servicing of our vehicles. Having that relationship makes it easier because we can call them up, and if we've got any additional problems or additional needs, we know that they can deal with it in a suitable, timely manner. Some of the guys, they go and have the breakfast club, so they come here early, they have a nice breakfast whilst their vehicle's being serviced, and then they're off on the road to get a full day's work. Working with the fleet for a rapidly expanding business and working with the Van Centre is ideal because the relationship we got makes everything run smoothly and gives lots of time for other projects.
Relationship is core to us. It helps us as a company grow, and it helps our customers grow as a company as well. And if we can help out in any way and they need a helping hand over the weekend or they need us to do a special favour, we'll bend over backwards to help them. So there are probably numerous cases where we've done that, but I think it's testament that so many customers who've been using us over the last 15 years come back again and again, and it's probably that relationship which is the key.
We chose the Volkswagen Caddy for our fleet mainly because of its reliability. We like to keep the vans out on the road for as long as possible because every time they're in for repair or servicing, it costs us a lot of money. And with the Volkswagen Caddy, we've got that reliability and we don't need to have them off the road. We also like the way they look. They present our company very well. They're very clean and streamlined. And they just work well for us, especially with the fuel efficiency. They've got the Blue Motion, which is good for environmental policy. And against other models that we've used previously, it's the one that suits our needs the best.
I think the key thing about the Caddy, first off, is whole life cost. It comes down to what the van is going to cost you in the lifetime that you've got that van for. Some drivers and some companies will keep the van for a set amount of time on a finance element. Some will want to run it for as long as they can because they're outright purchasing it. But with the Caddy, you've got a real strong residual value after 3, 4, 5 years, and that gives you options. So if you're various finances, you can put it towards the next new van, or you can decide to sell it privately and buy yourself a new van. But however that works, it gives you options from that point of view. I think the second thing from a Caddy is it makes a real statement about your business. I've had drivers turn up to my own home for doing work, whether that be on a boiler or building a wall or whatever it might have been. But they talk to me about the Caddy. And I guess from their point of view is they want their customers knowing that they're going to do a proper job, and turning up in a Caddy sort of makes that statement. So I think from a driver's point of view, it's a great vehicle to drive. It makes a statement and it stacks up on the cost as well.